Have you ever tried to ask someone what they are feeling and they just smiled and said, "I'm fine," even when their eyes looked tired and their voice felt heavy and something inside you knew they were not fine at all? And you walked away confused and wondering why some people talk so easily about their feelings while others lock them away like a secret room that no one is allowed to enter. And right beside you is mindbuddy, that simple round face with small black eyes and a tiny line mouth, quietly watching. Because mindbuddy has seen this story many times. Maybe you are that person. Maybe you keep everything inside. Maybe you listen to everyone else, but when it is your turn to speak, your words disappear, and you tell yourself it is easier this way, safer this way, calmer this way. But is it really? Today we are talking about the psychology of people who don't share feelings. And we will understand it slowly and gently together with mindbuddy. Imagine this. You had a long day. Something hurt you. Maybe someone said something small but it stayed in your mind all evening. You come home. Someone asks how your day was, and you say it was okay. Even though it was not okay. Mindbuddy stands there with a neutral face, thinking, why did we say that? And the answer is not because you don't feel. It is not because you don't care. It is often because somewhere in your past you learned that feelings are heavy. And heavy things should not be placed on other people. Some people grow up in homes where emotions were ignored. Where crying was called weakness, where anger was punished, where sadness was met with silence. So the child learns something very simple. Keep it inside, it is safer, and that child grows up into an adult who smiles politely and says, "I'm fine." Even when their chest feels tight. Mindbuddy's eyes look a little sad now. Because this habit did not start yesterday. It started years ago. And it became normal. Sometimes people do not share feelings because they are afraid of being misunderstood. Maybe once they opened up and someone laughed, or someone changed the topic. Or someone used their vulnerability against them later, and the brain remembers that pain. The brain says, do not do that again. So the next time emotions rise they push them down. Not because they are cold. But because they are protecting themselves, and protection can look like silence. There is also another reason. Some people are not used to naming their feelings. If you ask them what they feel, they genuinely do not know. They feel something heavy, something uncomfortable, but they cannot find the right word. Is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it disappointment? Is it fear? It feels mixed and confusing, and when you cannot understand your own feelings clearly, sharing them feels even harder. Mindbuddy now looks confused, tiny line mouth slightly tilted, because even inside things feel messy. And then there are people who believe they must always be strong. Maybe they are the older sibling. Maybe they are the responsible one. Maybe everyone depends on them, so they carry this silent rule inside their heart. I cannot break down. I cannot show weakness. I must hold everything together. So they hold it, and hold it, and hold it. Until holding becomes a habit, and sharing feels almost wrong, as if they are failing their role. Mindbuddy's face looks tired now, because carrying everything alone is exhausting. You might have noticed that people who do not share feelings are often very good listeners. They sit quietly while you talk. They nod. They understand. They give advice. They stay strong for you. But when you ask about them, they gently move the focus back to you. It feels kind. It feels caring. But sometimes it is also avoidance, because talking about themselves feels unfamiliar and uncomfortable. Like walking into a room without light. Let us look at a simple daily life example. Imagine a couple. One partner talks openly about stress and worries and fears. The other partner listens but rarely shares their own struggles. At first it seems balanced. But slowly the open partner starts feeling distant, like there is a wall. They say, I tell you everything but I don't know what's inside you. And the quiet partner says, there's nothing, I'm okay. But inside there is something. There are thoughts at night. There are worries about money and work and self-worth. But they stay locked. And mindbuddy sits between them with a small sad face. Because connection needs sharing. Even small sharing. People who don't share feelings often believe they are protecting others. They think, why burden them? Why create drama? It will pass. And sometimes it does pass. But sometimes it does not. Sometimes the unspoken feelings turn into distance, into frustration, into quiet resentment. And the person who never speaks slowly feels unseen. Even though they never allowed themselves to be seen. there is also fear of rejection. When you share feelings, you show a soft part of yourself. And soft parts can be hurt. So some people choose to never expose that softness. They prefer to stay neutral and logical and calm and controlled. Because control feels safe. Emotions feel unpredictable. Mindbuddy now has a thinking expression. Because this is important. Control is often a shield. If you are someone who does not share feelings, maybe you tell yourself that you are independent, that you can handle things alone. And yes, independence is beautiful. Strength is beautiful. But emotional isolation is heavy. Humans are not designed to carry everything silently. We are designed for connection. For being understood. And maybe today, just maybe, sharing a little of what's inside could be the first step toward feeling truly seen.